Hello guys, welcome back. I hope everyone is doing fine. Today I just wanted to have a coffee and chat about something that could distract myself, because this morning I received very bad news from a friend and not really do anything to make him feel better or to solve the problem. So I feel a little bit like useless. When you have a close friend, you want to be there for them and you want to be able to make them feel better, but there are certain things in life that you cannot fix. They just are part of our life, our journey, and you need to learn to accept them and to heal. And the most difficult part of life is healing our own experiences, because it's a journey that you have to do alone. No one can make you feel better, no one can heal for you. So I started the morning quite so with this terrible news, and I've been quite emotional the whole morning. So I said enough is enough. I need to focus on the least important things of life, just to distract myself. And for me, that's luxury items. They are not needed, they're not a must, but they help me to find beauty when I'm going through difficult times. They help me to distract myself, and that's why I'm filming this video. So it's not going to be a review, an unboxing. I just want a chit chat video, just to be able to talk with someone. And I just made myself a cup of coffee. I made you a cup of coffee, and for those who don't know, these are our Saletti, and I love them because they are imperfect. They're kind of two pieces of different plates stick together, and the cap is also it's like broken, and I love that. I love to see beauty in broken things that have a second life. So yeah, I just think I love it, and I thought, okay, let's have a coffee. Life goes on, we have to be strong, and we need to find strength from anything. And so at this moment, these kind of things are, these videos and talking to you guys is what gives me strength. Also, for those who don't know me, I have a dog. I have a Chihuahua, and he's like a baby. He always wants attention. And when I start filming, of course he wants to be here, he wants to make noise, and he wants to get around all the candy that I have around, all my handbags. He loves them, and I always need to carry him on my arm. So there he is, huh, Genju? Yes, you're here, of course. Will you let me film? Okay. So anyway, I want to talk about some topics, handbag related, of course. But first of all, I have a comment below in one of my videos asking about how the Bottega Veneta cassette bag wears after 1 year. So I'm going to show that first, and later on I will just talk about some thoughts about luxury items that I had in my mind and I wanted to share. So it's gonna be a little bit about get to know me, or get to know my opinion about handbag related things. So let's start with the wear and tear of the cassette bag. So I have carried this bag a ton, especially during the time I got it, and this year I have not carried that much for some reason. I tend, even though it's a it's a very light color, I tend to wear this in winter, autumn, winter, but it has already wear and tear, and I want to help this person who was asking me what are the problematic areas. So basically, you have to focus on the things that get more wear and tear are these areas, because they get darker. So I don't know if you can see it like here. This area gets dark. You can see it also here. The leather is not peeling, but it does get darker in those areas. You can see it also here. You see that, I would say, is part of, you know, the design. Yeah, especially some areas. You can see here some wear as well, so that I would say is the weaker points of the bag. Let me show you. I have some marks here. I think this is caused by the belt. And let me show you on the sides. It's pretty okay. This is the back side, and you will see most of the color transfer you will see here. I have worn this bag a lot. I didn't pay attention about the colors. You can see also a little bit wear and tear there, but the main that you will see is here. I don't really know whether this is peeling or color transfer, but you can see here, this is what I'm trying to tell you. Here is where you are gonna see the wear and these edges. You see, it's not noticeable like when you carry the bag, you carry like this, so it's not something noticeable at all. But yeah, you see here, I don't know whether it's rubbing off the color or it's just the color transfer of my clothes. But yeah, these two pieces, I can see it clearly a little bit here. But for the amount of times I've carried this bag, I would say it's normal. You see, this is what I'm telling you about. This is where you get the wear and tear. Then you were asking about the strap. Actually, the strap I see is quite okay. I don't see much color transfer at all, to be honest. You know, some scratching. You really need to be very careful with this buckle. This looks pretty, but I don't think it's the best idea for this kind of leather because it's very soft. The things you really have to take care is this buckle not hitting the leather in front of the bag. So especially pay attention when you store the bag. That's very important. And then yeah, just the edges, that's inevitable. And you know, some color transfer at the back. In the front, I don't see much problem, to be honest. Then let me open the bag. You have here some marks. Here you will have the marks. I think this is inevitable because you have the mark of the turn lock. This it's not a turn lock, it's like the opening of the bag, so it gets imprinted in the leather. But the interior is pretty clean. Just some marks. This is the front, and I have this kind of cushions for storage. Let me see, let me show you the interior. It's pretty okay. You get, you know, you get fluff and that kind of thing, like dusty, but it's not bad. The more noticeable, I would say, are the edges of the back and the color transfer here, and here. The rest is pretty much unnoticeable, and no one's gonna see, you know, these marks. It's just part of the issue. If you put the buckle like this on under your bag and you don't notice, that's how you get those marks. but it's pretty okay for all this time. I mean, I've carried her super often, sometimes like week after week after week, so I don't think it wears badly. But eventually you will get this problem with the edges. You can see in the video, I hope it's clear enough, that if you choose this color, it will happen. I love a lighter color on this bag because then you can see the design much better than with a darker color. But it's really up to you. If it really bothers you, then I would say don't go for this oatmeal kind of color. So I hope that was helpful for the person who asked. Let me show you from close the beauty. This beauty. So, you know, I really love this kind of style. You know, it's like imperfect. Reminds me of the Beauty and the Beast for some reason. Anyway, so I'm gonna go through some points. One of the points, and maybe not the most popular opinions, is bag inserts. I know there's everywhere online that you have to spend an arm and a leg on 7RP inserts because they're the best. They're great. I mean, I'm telling you, they're great, but I don't think you need to spend 400 euro or 300 euro on a bag insert. I think this one is made in China, so it's not a 7RP. They're kind of using the same material as 7RP, but the interior is like waterproof. Another example, this is for the hammock, the small hammock. Is this one. This one is completely waterproof on the inside and the outside. It's very well done, I have to say, and it comes with a little bit of the leather and gold hardware. This one is very nice. The reason why I don't use it is because I got the small size and I have a medium hammock, which is this one. Let me show you my hammock. I love Loewe, as you may see, as you already know. This is my hammock. This is a medium size with my new friend, the grasshopper. And yeah, I have a similar insert. It's all waterproof inside. This one is not very nicely made. This material is much better, but the seller of this one does not make the one for the medium size, so I had to compromise, and you know, now I am carrying this one, but I'm looking for other options because also I don't like the color too much. I think it looks cheap, but anyway, I'm being very picky. So my advice is for bag inserts, don't spend an arm and a leg, but the measurements are very important. And if you are in doubt, always go to a smaller size rather than going larger, because if you have an insert, especially the ones that are made of felt, this is not felt, this is another material, but the felt usually can even scratch the interior of the bag. So if they're too big, they're pushing the leather, they will leave marks on the leather. So it's better, if you're in doubt, to go to a smaller size rather than go larger, because even 1 centimeter difference, it can really make a difference, pushing the leather and leaving marks on the leather, especially Togo and even Swift, you know, if you're buying those for Hermes. And I love this bag. It's not very popular, especially in the medium size, because these days it's all about the tiny bags, and I'm not a fan. I like wallets on chain, but I'm not, you know, other than that, I prefer medium and you know, small medium size bags. I love this bag. The only problem is that I cannot fit a laptop because of the shape. it does not fit very well. Yeah, but you know, and if you don't like this particular one, I would say the closest option to this one is the Celine. It's called Big Bag. That's the name of the bag, Big Bag, and the size is small, and it's a very similar one. So let me show you. This is the bag I'm referring to. So obviously they look pretty similar, you know, similar style. This one you can fit a laptop, no problem. It's also bigger than, a little bit bigger than the medium hammock. And I love this one. I've carried this one so much, and the leather is very sturdy. So I highly recommend this style. You can only, it's discontinued, so you can only buy it pre-loved, but they're always at a very good price. And this one also comes with an adjustable strap. It's not detachable, but it's quite useful. And yeah, highly recommend this one. Another topic I wanted to discuss about is I don't like epsom leather, and I don't like chevre leather. I know they're very famous, very popular in the Hermes world. Everybody says you should get an epsom, you should get chevre, which is the goat skin. And this is an example. This is chevre, Shamkila, I think it's called. And this is my calvi. I've had this for at least, I would say, 5 years, probably more. It's overstuffed because I have all my cards. I do recommend the Hermes calvi, but this is chevre, and you can see the marks that I have. I don't think it is so scratch resistant. Let me show you. You can see here where I have my scratches. You can see them here. So it's not super scratch resistant. It's even more noticeable in person than in camera, but I hope you can see. The same happens with epsom. I personally, if I can choose, I would prefer epsom over chevre, but if I can avoid them, I personally would. Epsom, I could still deal with epsom for SOGs, you know, but for bags, it doesn't feel like leather. I like either soft leather or, you know, grained calfskin, but it's still a little bit soft. So I know the Hermes, in the Hermes world, everybody is just praising so much chevre and epsom, but I really don't like them. And the goat skin, and this happens also, I was looking at a mini Loewe puzzle, and I love the style and the color, but it was made out of this same goat skin, and the feeling to the touch is very waxy. So it does not feel like, you know, it's not soft to the touch. It just feels very waxy, and I don't know whether it's the finish, because the Loewe is just exactly, it feels exactly like this one, to be honest, the Loewe goat skin. So I tend to stay away. If I was to buy another calvi, which I highly recommend because they can fit a ton of cards, I would say go for epsom, but just for things like this. Otherwise, I would love Evercolor, Evergreen. I just love the feeling of the real leather. And just to share something personal, this is my green card, my Chinese green card. I've been in China for 7.5 years, and I got my green card at the beginning of January. I am very proud because it was a milestone for me. It was an achievement. I am not married to a Chinese, and I am a single person working, paying taxes in China. So for me, it was, you know, very important to achieve this by myself. And yeah, I just wanted to share with you. I am Spanish, so those of you who don't know me, I'm from Barcelona. I moved to China 7.5 years ago, and I got my green card this year. Another topic I want to discuss, you know, chit chat a little bit with you guys. Let me put the mask away. I had them in my hammock. I saw the Loewe 2023 men's runway collection. I think it was a spring summer. I saw it yesterday on YouTube. I am always so inspired by Loewe. I think it's one of the most underrated brands, and they are so creative. I really like what Jonathan Anderson is doing for the brand. I really enjoy that he is trying to celebrate craftsmanship, and you know, that's the reason why I personally enjoy the Loewe Animals collection. I think this is such a cool art. I see it as art. It makes me happy to see the grasshopper when I take my bag. When I got my China green card, I wanted to buy the how you call it, you know, the panda. Sorry, I was trying to find my words. The panda. I wanted the panda handbag, but I could only find it in Spain. Like, you had to pre-order, I believe. In China, they were not available, but I could find someone found for me. This is not a bag. They had actually 3 types of panda. They had the coin purse, like a bag charm for your bag. Then they had like a wallet, which is this size, like a medium size, and then they had a bigger size, which was the bag. The bag was around 1,100 euro, and I could not find it in China. And then I thought, you know, I want it because of the meaning. I got my green card, and you know, panda is actually, ever since I was a child, is my favorite animal, and I wanted it just as the meaning that it has in my life, you know. And then I thought, I don't need to spend 1,100 euro. I'm gonna get the coin purse. And the girl who found it, usually you can find the coin purse in the outlets, and she made the haul for me. And then I could find this in Taobao, in Chinese AliExpress. And then let me show you what I bought. A chain in Taobao, in AliExpress, and now I can wear it crossbody, and it's like a tiny cute, like a wallet on chain, but a panda version. And I think it's so cute, and now I can enjoy my panda if I want. I also bought, this one is quite long to wear it crossbody, but I also bought like a shorter chain, and then I can just wear it like a clutch. And I just think it's very, very cute. And I don't need the bigger size, because I don't really gonna wear this so often. So it's just for the meaning of it. I love it. And this one I got actually in Korea. When I bought my puzzle bag, I bought it in Korea. And this is the bag charm. So the bag charms come with this. So that's the difference between, for example, this one doesn't come with that, so I cannot attach it to my bag. I could attach it from here, otherwise, you know, it doesn't have this. But this one is also smaller than, I hope you can see it. It's a smaller size. So the wallet, the coin wallet, how's it called? Coin purse is a medium size. It's a little bit bigger than a bag charm and smaller than the bag. So you can find them, and they have also elephants, and you can find them in the outlets. I bought this one in the boutique, and this is a smaller. I don't use it. I just use it to attach it to the bag. But I love the craftsmanship behind. I think no one does this kind of animals like Loewe, and it looks so simple, but in the end it's also a way to use the surplus leather that they have. I think it's a great way to create beautiful things from excess leather. So funny. So I have the elephant, the grasshopper, and the panda, and another one is coming. I order it, and I will show you when it arrives. So yeah, I'm a high fan. You don't need to buy them. I mean, I bought this one in the store, and this one I bought, you know, in China we have this service called Taiko, and it's just someone who buys from overseas and sends it over to China. So that one is also from store, and this one I bought in the store in China. But you don't have to. I mean, you can go to Vestiaire or any pre-loved sites, and usually you will find this kind of, the elephants are very popular. You will see them quite often in the pre-loved sites, and you can get them for a bargain. So unless you're looking for something specific, like I really wanted a grasshopper, so I had to have it and I had to buy it. Otherwise, I would say just shop around in the pre-loved sites, and you will find very good deals. Okay, so another topic I wanted to talk about, you know, I am one of those people who prefer Chanel lambskin over Chanel caviar. I know this is very controversial. You will see a lot of videos on YouTube telling you why you should get a caviar piece. I think if I was only going to have one Chanel bag, 100% I will buy it in lambskin. I think it's more luxurious. It feels more high-end, and it just looks better. And lambskin does not really age bad. You just need to be careful with your bags. You know, I wear my Loewe bags and my Bottega Veneta bags daily, except when it's raining. If it's raining, I'm gonna take my Louis Vuitton canvas, or I'm gonna take my Longchamp. There's nothing wrong with that. Longchamp has, you know, the Le Pliage is a beautiful bag. This is another controversial topic. If you only need one bag in your collection, that's it. Le Pliage from Longchamp. It doesn't break the bank. It's beautiful. You can fit a lot of things. I especially like the small size. I can fit my iPad, my company laptop, which is like a Surface Pro. So more than a laptop is like an iPad, like a bigger iPad. I love it. You can carry lots of things, and if it rains, nothing happens. You don't have to regret. So especially if you live in a country where the weather is not stable and you can have rain all year round, I would try to stick to Longchamp, Le Pliage style of bags, nylon kind of bags, whenever it rains. And I only wear my Chanel for special occasions. I know it sounds strange, but whenever I carry a Chanel bag, I feel special, I feel great, and I want to make good memories with that bag. So I only carry my bags whenever I have something to go to, you know, I have a date or like a special event. For every day, I love to carry my Loewe if it's a good weather day, or my Bottega, my Celine bags. I'm happy with that. So that's my advice. You need a Longchamp Le Pliage, and if you only want a Chanel bag, go for lambskin. You will never regret it. However, if you want a Chanel bag to carry daily, then yes, you need a caviar piece because it's more, you know, hard wearing. But the colors don't usually look as good in caviar. The lambskin absorbs the color shade much better than caviar, so that's the reason why I prefer lambskin overall. Another point that is a little bit controversial, I prefer shopping online and I don't need the boutique experience. The only reason why I go into a Chanel boutique is because I love my Chanel SA in Barcelona. That's where I shop, and she's very kind. I've known her for a few years now, and she's the only reason why I shop in the boutique when I go. Otherwise, I would rather shop everything online. I don't need anyone to give me champagne or to say how great I look. You know, those, I don't need anyone to compliment me. I always think it comes across a little bit fake, unless you do have a good relationship with an SA, like I do with my Chanel SA. And I always joke with her and I tell her, I only buy in Chanel here because of you. If you ever go, I think I will stop buying Chanel because it's such a pain to track items, and you know, I don't enjoy it anymore. But I love Chanel. That's another topic I wanted to talk. I am the kind of person who prefers Chanel over Hermes. It is not because of the leather craftsmanship. For me, it has to do more about my growing up. I always had a part-time job. Ever since I was a student, I would teach, you know, children extracurricular classes of English. Those kids hated languages, and that's why they were failing, and that's why they were taking extracurricular classes. So that was my job, you know, just to get some extra money. Then I went to uni and I wanted a part-time job, so I had to work as a receptionist in a beauty salon during all weekends and all national holidays from 4 p.m. until midnight. That was, the salon had like crazy hours, and I would see a lot of rich people coming into the salon, and I would see a lot of women carrying Chanel bags, and it was something that you know, it really caught my eye. And I was just a girl, you know, just in 18, 19 years old, and I was just doing this job as a receptionist and going to uni to study for my future. And I saw those women as a reference, you know, something to aspire to. And I said, well, you know, one day I will have my Chanel bag as well. However, I didn't get into luxury bags until I was in my 30s. And I believe I started when I was 32, something like that. So the reason is because I always loved skincare, and I love skincare. I loved going to spa. That's why I really enjoyed the work in the beauty salon, because I would always get you know, treatments, and I really enjoy that, the beauty of learning about skincare and selling products and that. So skincare was my first love. Then of course, when I was growing up, I wanted to learn about makeup, and I took a course as a makeup artist because I loved it so much. And eventually I became a collector of Japanese fude. So I have a great collection about fude, of a lot of fude, which are Japanese makeup brushes. I love them, and this is the reason, you know, I think I have the heart of a collector. I love to collect beautiful things, and something that is handmade. I see a lot of value in that, and I really enjoyed my collection. Eventually I stopped collecting them due to space, because, you know, every time I have to move from apartment in Shanghai, it's a big pain to take all my stuff. And then it came handbags. I always loved handbags, although I admit that my sister is more of a handbag lover than me. So her passion about handbags grew earlier than mine. And I didn't start buying handbags until I think I was 32 when I got my first Chanel. It was still possible to, you know, to buy a classic flap at a decent price at the time. And that's why I have most of the classics from that time. If I were to start my collection right now, I don't know if I would pay over 8,000 euro on a classic flap. Probably I would have a black one and a beautiful colored one, and that's it. And I love the wallet, the wax. I love the wallet on chain because I'm a pretty minimal person. I don't like to carry a ton of things. So, but I do enjoy in general bigger bags. I think they look better on my frame. Also, I'm taller. I'm like 5.6 or 5.7, I think. So, and I'm strong built. Like now I'm pretty fat, I have to say. Like I'm always having to think about diet. Yeah, so you know, of course tiny bags look ridiculous on my frame right now, so I do enjoy to hide from, you know, to do like Grace Kelly when she was pregnant and she was hiding behind her Kelly bag. So I do the same with my bigger bags. But yeah, so anyway, I think there's no need to rush into luxury. You always have time. And the older I get, the more wisdom. I'm going to be 40 next year in March, and I'm already planning what I want to do with on my birthday. Yeah, and I'm already thinking like what handbag I'm gonna buy for myself to celebrate. I'm not someone who is afraid of aging. I'm pretty grateful of the life I've had. I would never go back to a younger version of myself, to be honest. I think, you know, life is a journey, and we learn from all the lessons we had in the past, and usually we learn from the difficult times and the tough parts of life. The only thing I don't like is my gray hair. I'm starting to get gray hair, and it's just like, oh, please stop it, you know. That's the only thing I don't, you know, it's a pain. I don't care for wrinkles, and I don't care about anything else. But yeah, gray hair is a little bit of a pain. Sorry, I'm just rambling right now. But this is what I wanted, you know. I just wanted a video to, you know, so you get to know my opinion about things and get to know me a little bit. And I think, oh, I have seen some YouTube videos about another controversial topic, which is the dad sandals, and I am a big fan of the dad sandals. You saw that in my channel I unboxed my Prada ones. They're so comfortable. I love them, and the reason why I love them is because I have very delicate feet. Usually I find fashion houses design shoes to be very narrow, and I have wider feet and very delicate. So I am really happy that, you know, now I can wear a dress, and I can wear my Converse, or I can wear my dad sandals, and they don't look, you know, I don't look ridiculous. I am not someone who does well with ballerinas. Very flat shoes I cannot wear, and I cannot wear high heels because my feet have a very high bridge. So that means that only a part of my sole really touches the ground. So they're very unstable feet, and Every time I tried wearing high heels, I cannot do it. And after lockdown, I can only wear sneakers and that sandals, and Birkenstocks, you know. That's the only thing I can wear, sorry. And yeah, so that's another controversial topic. um I also want to say that even though I'm a collector and I loved collecting pretty things, I am someone who detaches pretty easily from things. um I have a story for you. I always remember this story. My mom bought me a Chanel. Sorry. Yeah, no, it was called Chevre. It was like a Barbie version, but it was not a Barbie. I think she was called Chabelle. I don't know. I need to look into it. But anyway, she looked very modern and that, but I really wanted a Barbie, and I don't know why my mom got me this other doll. And I went to school and someone told me, I love your doll. And she was having a Barbie, and her Barbie was really old and my doll was brand new. And I said, well, I wanted a Barbie, and if you like my doll, here it is, I give it to you. And she gave me her Barbie, her old Barbie. And at the time, by the time we have to, you know, finish school, my sister, she was elder, she's 3 years older than me. She saw me and she said, where is your doll? And I said, oh, I gave it to someone. And my sister went back to look for that girl and to take my brand new doll back, because she said, how can you exchange a brand new doll for this old Barbie? Like, it's gonna last you 2 days. And I remember just replied, oh, because the girl wanted my doll, so I just gave it to her, you know. And it's funny because this is how I feel with everything I own. I am, you know, if my mom would tell me, oh, I love this panda coin purse, I would give it to her in a heartbeat. If my sister would tell me, oh, I love this bag, can I take it? I would give it to her. Like, I really don't mind. For me, even though I love collecting them and I love buying them and I enjoy using them, for me, in my priorities, human beings are always on top. So I will never, you know, have an argument because someone took my bag or used my bag or even damaged my bag. I think human beings should always be the priority. And I don't mind. I always think, you know, when I lose something, when I lose an earring or something, I always think, oh, I didn't need it because I lost it. So if I lost it, it means I didn't need it. And when someone steals something from me, I always think, well, that person needed it more than I did. So it's okay to let go, you know. Of course I do get upset, you know, I'm a human being, but in the end I think about that. It's like, oh, that person stole from me because, you know, they needed it more than me for some reason. So don't take it to heart and don't take life so seriously, you know. And that's the reason why I like imperfect things. I like leather to be leather. I don't need leather to be perfect. I just enjoy my things. And yeah, that's a little bit what I wanted to talk about today. I don't know, I feel very chatty for some reason. It has made me you know, feel better talking to you guys, because yeah, I was quite emotional and I didn't want to, you know, like I don't feel like I have the right to be so sad, because, you know, it's another person's story and it's another person's pain. But yeah, you know, it's just like a wake-up call that life is so how can I say, life is not warranted, and we need to, you know, we need to be positive, we need to move on, we need to do our best and try to enjoy life without, you know, so many arguments and so much worry, and control our fears and just keep going and trying to be the best version of ourselves every day. And yeah, that's what I wanted to share with you guys. If you like this video, please join and, you know, subscribe to my channel. I post whenever I have something interesting to share. I don't care much about the algorithm, and if I don't have anything interesting to share with you guys, you will not see any videos from my side. I don't have a schedule. I post whenever I feel like it, or sometimes I feel like it but the weather is not good in Shanghai, so the lightning is not very good, so I will not post. But I am feeling in the mood for posting more videos, and I have some new goodies, that some new and some old, that I want to share with you. So please stay tuned, and if you have any questions about the bags and the accessories that I showed you in this video, please let me know. If there's any information that you need about other bags that I showed in other videos, please share in the comments. Follow me on Instagram. I try to post a beautiful picture every now and then, so some of the things that I have but I don't show in my videos, you can see in on my Instagram account. So please follow me there. I'm always happy to chat with you guys, and I hope you have a very nice weekend, and I will see you very soon in my next one. Bye bye.